Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're a returning subscriber. My name is Chitra Moon. Today we have 6 beautiful images in front of you. Go ahead and feel free to choose more than one should you feel guided to do that. We are going to remote view on you. We're going to look at the good, the bad, the ugly. Anything and everything can pop up, but what's important to note is that with this reading, it's going to be for thousands of people. It's not a private reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown to choose a card. If not, feel free to pause the video. Let's start that countdown now. Okay, so if you are gravitated towards pile one is the Queen of Wands. Before we get into your reading, I just want to say that I have just started and launched my vlog channel. You can find the link to that in the description box, as well as all my other links if you'd like to connect. Let's get into the reading. Also, it's very important, if you like anything about this reading, it helps the algorithm, it helps me, also as a reader to gauge to see what my viewers like to see more of me. So please, it's important to like the video. Also comment, okay? So let's get into it. Queen of Wands. So if you chose this card, you could be, I'm already seeing that there could be a lot of people who have exotic features. Maybe there's something about, your look. People always tend to kind of ask you where you're from, maybe even compliment you on your exotic features, whether that be your hair, your eyes, your skin tone. I'm just getting a very fiery energy here, and it could be that as well too. It could be connected to, because I'm seeing the body, okay? So there could be something about your culture. I also feel like there could be some people here who are quite psychic, and I'm not gonna lie, there could be some psychics who have chosen this, okay? But there could be a lot of other people who tend to downplay their psychic gifts. So I'm seeing like an emphasis on psychic gifts, and it's either one of two ranges. You have ones who are completely like a straight up like witch, okay, who consider themselves one, or very in tune and are very aware of it, and everybody around them knows it. And then you have the other ones who are aware of it, but they keep it on the down low. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this card. Okay, so I'm seeing with this card also as well, you may love very hard, but you don't got a problem cutting people off either. So you could be the nicest person, like I'm getting like that ride or die, down for anything, like, call you up at 4 o'clock in the morning, need help person. But at the same time, with this energy of pile one, you're going to have to make sure you're appreciative, because they also in the same breath have no problem discarding of you should you cross lines. Okay, I'm thinking some people who have chosen this also too were, I don't know if this is at the moment of now, or this is when they were growing up, but I'm seeing like tomboys. There could be an emphasis on masculinity here, very in touch with the masculine side, or it could be a straight up tomboy, really just like to kind of, wear baggy clothes, wear a hoodie, sweatpants, like just chill. And again, I can't dissect, and it could be that it's for many people. There may be a group of people who this is when they were growing up, like in childhood, they were not afraid to get into the mud. Or these are people right now who are just really about that relaxed look, may even do really well at exuding their masculine side. The masculine side, actually, if you're a female, may come across as actually very attractive, okay? Okay, why am I feeling with this pile like you've had a target on your head from other women? I'm seeing like a target, like I'm seeing a bullseye on... Like I'm talking about if you're a woman. So this reading is for any gender, but if you're a woman watching, I feel like you've had a bullseye on your head and a target on your head from other women since birth. And I'm going to be real, your mom could have been one of them. So there could be some people here who have felt like their mother was their first bully, or their mother was always jealous of them. But other women, it's hard. It's hard to have friendships with other women for some people who have chosen this pile. And that leads me into something else. Maybe some of you who have chosen this pile prefer the company of men. Maybe you understand men. Maybe because you're so in touch with your masculine side, and maybe you even move more from the masculine side where you are detached and you're logical and you are not really up in your feelings or need to be clingy or, emotional. Maybe that's why. But I'm seeing here with this pile that there could be some people who tend to prefer the company of men over women. Okay, some of y'all are getting called out. I feel like, and this is like other people who are around you, like you're just, why are you so lazy with responding? I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is phone calls. I don't know if this is text messages. I don't know what this is. But you guys, and this is not from me, guys. Okay, this is from people who are around you. Like, you got to look into this, you know? You got to look into this and get a lot better at this because honestly, it shouldn't take you this long. That's what I'm hearing. But don't come for me, guys. It's not from me. It's what I'm hearing from people who are around you. Like, why are you so unreachable? Great legs. I'm seeing great legs. I'm seeing like these legs that are just kind of walking into a room. And it's like, I don't know if it's the legs that I'm seeing. Because, with remote viewing, it could be even symbolic. So I don't know that it's just your legs. It could be the way you walk into a room. It's to die for. Like, it's to die for. Like, what an entrance on you. Okay, I'm also seeing that once anyone gets a taste of you, you know what I'm talking about, right? Behind the scenes, I feel like they're trapped. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in my mind, and that's my card of being trapped. There's something about a web. I don't know why I'm seeing like a web also as well, like a spider web. So I don't know if it's something about being able to kind of come out, like I'm stuck in it, but it's to me, it's in nature. It's about behind the scenes. I hope you know where I'm going. I don't want to get too technical on YouTube because I don't need any kind of problems with monetization, okay? So this is behind the scenes in the bedroom. Once I get a taste of you, or once people get a taste of you, it's very hard to move on. And you could be the meanest person to them, or not even mean, but maybe even detached, or I don't know, not, that open or willing to commit. But once you give them that, it's like very hard to leave. Okay, I'm seeing here with this pile as well, you need funny people around you. You need funny people. I think you like to laugh. There could be something also about you being funny. So maybe you're just not boring as well too. So you need that in someone else. But I'm also seeing that like laughter is therapeutic for you. It's therapeutic, and I'm going to be laughing my way all throughout this life. Like, positivity, optimism, you have that. And you don't like downers. You don't like negative people. You don't want anyone bringing that vibe down. I feel like when people do bring your vibe down, it's actually it's a hard place to be in. And I think anybody who observes it is like, wow, you could get really low, in vibration, and it affects you drastically. So for you, you always need upbeat, positive people around you. You just can't handle toxicity or negativity. It's just something you just can't. And, that could be that maybe you're an empath or a starseed or a light worker. Stay tuned, especially on my new vlog channel. I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow, about the energies right now, okay, on the earth. They're very hard to navigate through. So as an empath and a starseed and a light worker, you got to stay as up as you can, okay? Okay, some of you may have a secret here. I'm picking up on a secret. You may have not completely divulged this to people, but I think some of you like older men. You find it very, very attractive. And I don't know if that's the wisdom or the way they look, but I think some of you, I'm getting this feeling with this pile that, I'm attracted to older men. And there could be some people in movies that you've looked at. You wouldn't probably say it out loud to anybody because they'd be like, what? Ew, him? But I'm getting that some of you may like older men. And it could be, again, the wisdom, that they have, or the looks, it's just something, I don't know. There's something here with that. And I'm with you on it. I have the same thing. There's a few couple actual movie celebrities, older men, that I actually find very attractive. And people would be like, what? But yeah, that's there. That's that. Um, hmm. I wonder if some of you have a past on you or if this is current, because I'm seeing like a dancer, a nightlife dancer. I hope you get where I'm going. Either that or there's something about OnlyFans. I don't know. There's something of dabbling in something. That could be a little maybe like X-rated. I'm not sure, but that could be here for some of you. Do you also use your charm to get free things? What is this? I don't know if it's so much even free things. It could be to get out of situations, but you know how when to turn that charm on. Like you've got a charm on you that like literally could break anybody. So you use it towards your advantage, but I'm seeing that here. There's something about a charm. And I'm not saying that you're charming all the time because I do definitely see that masculine side, but I think you know when and where to turn it on. Like to work in towards your advantage. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, I think some of you here like to be in control. I think some of you like that. And again, I'm getting behind the scenes energy here. There could be something about like thigh-high black boots and a whip. You know where I'm going, okay? Some of you could be into that. I'm wondering too, like I'm getting like, okay, I can't tell what this is. I don't know if this is some of you have had two lovers at the same time, or some of you are in love with two people right now at the same time. There's something about two lovers though. So I don't know which group this is. Like there could be many groups here, people who have dabbled in that, or there's people here who are literally love two people. And it's difficult. And I don't know why it's coming up, but you know, with the remote viewing, you'll never understand what comes up, okay? Okay, lastly, I'm feeling like with you guys, your strength was suppressed at a young age. But luckily, with the love of God and the universe, you were able to find yourself. And now there's no holding back. So you're completely in your power. But it's sad though, because I feel like some of you really were suppressed. And I feel like it could have been from the mother, or it could be a traditional family. It could be something along those lines that have to do with being in a traditional family and what is expected of like a woman. But you need like a slow clap right now because you're just completely in your power and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. The universe sees it, your guides see it, and they want to kind of give you a little, again, a slow clap because it was hard to get there. It was hard to find yourself. And maybe even it took everything out of you to find yourself because maybe there was a part in time where when they suppressed it, it was lost, but now it's back and you're in full throttle and for full force. You are the Queen of Wands. So that was your reading, guys. If you liked anything about it, again, like the video. That will tell me as a reader what to do more of on this channel, and it will also help the algorithm. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Hello, Pile 2. Okay, before we get into your reading, a couple of things to note. It's going to be important if you like the reading to like the video. It helps me, it helps the algorithm, but it especially helps me as a reader to gauge to see what my viewers want to see more of. Also, I've just started my new vlog channel. If you've ever wondered about the person behind the readings, go check that out now. It's in the description box, as well as all my other links to connect with me. Okay, Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, so if you were drawn to this card, let's get into it. Anything can come up, guys. It could be as random or, you know, intense, as positive as negative. The good, bad, the ugly. With remote viewing, you never really understand fully why something's coming through, but it's mainly just to get your attention, to let you know that this was your pile and that you were guided to the right one. First thing I'm seeing when I look at this card, I don't know why I'm being guided to. I just see so much white. I wonder if a lot of you who are watching this at this moment are wearing a white shirt, or if there's like a dominant color of white. That could just be something for a few of you out there. But you are most likely an alpha, okay? Alpha. And I don't care if you're a man or a woman who chose this same thing. Very alpha female, alpha male, great leader. You know, a lot of you who have chosen this could already be a boss at the time. And I don't mean like, well, yeah, I could, you know, metaphorically as well as literally. A great leader. There could be some of you who are actually in law, work in law with this card. You're just really good at keeping a calm and brave face and making decisions in the middle of chaos. You know, the Queen of Swords, she'll be good for that as well too. But now I'm moving into something completely different. And this is what I'm talking about with remote viewing. I'm seeing like the cutest dimples. Like, I wonder if there's some people out there who have chosen this pile who have dimples, like natural, but even maybe some who have gotten, because I know you can get them done as well too. I don't know how it's done, but through plastic surgery, I'm not sure. But there's something about the dimples, like it's one of your cutest traits. And I'm picking this up on everyone who's around you. It's not about me. Me thinking this, I just want to be very clear. I'm picking up on the people who may be around you who find this adorable. Like, just can't stop looking at your face because the dimples are so adorable. Probably even try their best to make you smile because they want to see them. So I'm seeing the group around you, and I don't know what this is. Have you always been in charge of people? I don't know if this is like your siblings, or if you're the oldest child, or if this is like your friend group. I just feel like, and it's sad a bit because I feel like, you know, even though you come across as this rock, you also have needs or have down days. But I think for the most part, like 95% of the time, you're always there for others, or the people who are around you have considered you their rock. And I'm seeing that maybe even for some people, you know, it could have been unfair that maybe your parents dropped a lot on you. And I don't know if this is responsibility or maybe even talking to you about things that you weren't ready for. You know, there are some parents who literally use like, you know, their children for like therapy, and they don't realize it. And then, you know, that's where it gets confusing, where the child will feel like the parent. But I'm seeing that here. Could be for some of you. It's a little unfair. And again, you're going to want to subscribe to my vlog channel because I'm going to be putting out a video tomorrow about empaths and starseeds and light workers and why it's very difficult, you know, at this moment on Earth to deal with all these frequencies, you know, because I feel like here you could be, there's a reason behind this, and you could be a light worker, you could be a starseed or an, you know, an empath. Yes, I think you have a good hold on your emotions, but I just feel like here, you struggle too, but for some reason, it's like you don't really have anyone to call. Everyone just calls you. So that video might benefit you. So check it out. The link will be in the description box. Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility that I just feel that's thrusted on you at a young age. And it feels to me like unfair. Now I'm picking up on two sets of people here. You might have been very close to your dad, and your dad was able to teach you a lot of life skills. But then I also feel like there's complete loss of the dad, of the father here. And that's where you had to step in. So I don't know, but there's an emphasis on a father, okay? Father was either, you know, in both scenarios, I do feel like there's a lack of emotions, and that may be where you picked it up. But I feel like here, dad is like either not present emotionally, but teaches you everything. Or then you have the other set of people who just, there's an absence of the father. And that kind of, I don't want to say screws with you, but it kind of messes with your mind a bit in life, growing up. And it's a part of you that maybe has not been sorted out. But if you have worked it out on your own, good for you. But I just feel like there was something that happened. Like there was something psychologically that happened with the loss of the father. And again, both physically or, you know, emotionally not present. Men are intimidated by you. I don't know if you're aware of this, you know, but men are intimidated of you. I think even the alpha males are intimidated of you. And it's not that you're a bulldozer or that you're loud. It could just be your energy, the energy that you carry. Again, check out that video that I'm going to be posting tomorrow on my vlog channel, because I think with you, there's a lot going on with vibration. And you might already be in fifth dimension or living on the new earth, or somehow elevated yourself where people can feel it energetically. And there's just like this sense, I don't feel like it's you coming across as a bulldozer or attacking people or being loud. It's energetically to me. Some of you, your physical body is going through transformation. I don't know if this is like ascension symptoms, or if this is like you're in the process of losing weight or you've gained weight. Like this is a general reading. I cannot get super specific, but there's something about the body that is going through a transformation. Like maybe you can't get a grip on what's going on. Is some of you experiencing things that make no sense, and then when you go check it out, there's nothing to report? I wonder if that's something to do with ascension symptoms or something, but the body I feel like is being upgraded at this time. So this is just, validation through this reading. Don't second guess your messages. If that resonates with you and you've been trying to figure out like what's going on with your body, this is your message. This is for you. Okay. It's not random. Oh, yikes. This is deep. There could be one of you out there who has lost a child. I feel like it's showing up through this, and I just want to be very clear, I can pick up my intuitiveness many different ways. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm feeling it energetically that there is a child coming through that you may have lost, that wants you to know that it's not over. I've been there ever since the day I've like with quotations, air quotes, sorry, left, because I haven't really left. I've been there the whole time. Oh, that's deep. That's deep for maybe one person out there. And I feel like maybe the person who's going to be receiving that is not expecting it. Okay. Again, with the remote view, and I cannot control what comes through. It could be completely random, out of left field, etc., etc. Okay, I'm getting a message for maybe one person as well out there. I don't know if you were recently in a fight with somebody, and I don't know if it's physically or like verbally, but I'm hearing the words "they deserved it." They deserve it. Like you didn't do anything wrong. They deserved it. They were egging you on, and you did what you had to do. Now, I don't condone like violence of any sorts, but that's just what I'm getting, and I'm not gonna not bring that through. Okay. Some of you also have had many enemies. That's taking me into another thing. Many enemies and many stalkers. If you've been wondering why, again, I think it's something to do with your energy, but there could also be something about past lives here where they're following you into this life. And if you can't make sense of it, why it happens more than once, again, they could just be very attracted to the energy. Because again, I'm feeling with this pile, you were an elevated soul, even from birth. Okay. You had a great mission when you came here. And some people think it's to be a superhero. No, don't go to the nines with it. Okay. If you're an empath or you're a light worker, or you are just here to elevate your family or the people around you energetically, that's still a mission as well too. And it's very difficult to do that, because I feel like it's like you can get attacked, you can become attacked, because people can feel it. They're not going to sit there and say, yes, I know you're an elevated soul, and I do feel to some degree that we've known each other. No, they're not going. They're just going to act. So if people have acted very strange around you, even maybe violent, that could be, a message for you. Like, this is your message. Okay. It's something energetically. It's not your fault. It's not anything that you're doing wrong. Okay, this is, again, left field. You've got the best shoes ever. Best shoes ever. And very stylish, very unique, but like there's something about the heel as well too. Like, when I say shoes, this can apply to everybody, but now I'm going a little deeper because I'm seeing the spike on the heel and I'm like, wow, like I wish I could wear that. Is there some of you here who can literally still wear like those 6 inches or 5 inches and like walk around a mall all day? Because this is for you as well too. There's something very, people find this very admirable, the way you can walk around in these high heels, like, because, most people can't. Let's just be real, okay? It's very difficult, maybe when you're very, very young, but as you get older, I find the foot tends to flatten out. So you do tend to, as you get older, really appreciate the women who can still pull those off, you know, and walk around them like it's nobody's business, okay? Okay, so with this one as well too, I don't feel like you're a person who likes stupid things or silly things. Very highly educated, and your sense of humor could be even very intellectual, you know? Very dry sarcasm, but no dumb and dumber here, okay? No stupidity. And I feel like, you know, everyone around you should get like the alert, like not to send, you know, because in a world today where there's such stupid videos out there, and you wonder to yourself how they get like views, just don't send them to you. You have no time for this, you know. You probably don't even get half of them when they show up in your inbox or your text message inbox or whatever. But I just feel like with you, there's just like it's highly intellectual humor, and not the stupid silly things, you know, especially not the dirty things as well too. You're not into that, okay? Those dirty type of jokes. Just keep it classy, I'm hearing. Okay, some people feel like you have the resting bee face, you know. Why is her face always like that? Doesn't she smile? You know, what's up with her, you know? I don't know. Maybe you're doing it to the people who you don't like, which is fine. But I'm getting this from everybody around you. Not everybody, but maybe some people around you. They want to know why your face always looks like that. Have you always heard people say to you, actually even growing up, fix your face, or look at your face? Why does your face look like that? Because I don't know, I'm hearing that for maybe one person. Okay, window is closing, guys. Again, so check out my vlog channel. It'll be in the description box. Also, like the video if you liked anything. It does help me, helps the algorithm. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Hello, Pal 3. Okay, so before we get into your reading, one thing to note, a couple things to note actually. If there's anything that you like about the reading, please like the video, comment. It helps me, it helps the algorithm, and it also helps me to gauge as a reader to see what my viewers want to see more of. Lastly, I have just started my new vlog channel. Check it out. The link is in the description box. I'll be putting out a video tomorrow on light workers, star seeds, and empaths. Not only that, if you've also, you know, wondered about the person behind the readings, this will give you a chance to get to know me more. So check it out. It's there. Okay, Pile 3. Wow, Queen of Pentacles. If you were drawn to this card, wise old soul. I'm hearing old soul. You've been here many, many times. You have a lot to teach. You probably were like an old person when you were like young, you know, like just that person that everyone just knew great things were coming for you, you know. And, you know, you are with the Queen of Pentacles going to be very, very focused on success. You know, you are the person who wants to do the most while you're here on this planet, okay? While you're in this lifetime. You want to achieve the most, and it doesn't matter how hard it gets, how much obstacles are thrown in the way. You just keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. So you really are a leader in some sense, but you also have the ability to teach others as well too, to have that patience. So Queen of Pentacles, she's very patient. She's actually the most patient out of all the queens. But you probably teach people a lot about that. You also, I'm hearing like, are you good at like pep talks? I don't know why. Maybe there's people who are struggling with their goals and then they come and they talk to you and you're like, no, you got to keep going, keep striving, keep going and push forward. You've got this, you know, like you would be a great coach. And I wonder if there are some people here. And again, remote viewing, you know, it kind of hits you out of left field. It could be so random. It could be positive, negative. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a reading for thousands of people. This is not a private reading. So just again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But there could be some people here who are coaches, okay? You would make a great one. Now, I'm also seeing really beautiful hair. There's something about the hair. I don't know if it's the thickness. And, you know, tailor it to your situation. I don't care if you have a wig on. I don't care if you have it clip-in extensions. I don't care if you are bald. I mean, literally, there's just something about the head area. And what's making me feel that is not just remote viewing, but her headdress. So there's something about the head area, but I feel like it's on the top of the head. And it could be the way that you style your hair, the color, the texture, the shine. Okay, the shine is also here as well too. But you've got great hair or a great head. Okay. Yeah, success and money, they mean a lot to you. And I don't mean in an opportunist way. I'm talking about in your own way. A Queen of Pentacles, she's not asking anyone for anything, okay? She may come into money a lot of times in her life, but that's because she attracted it in. She didn't go out and seek for it, okay? She attracted that in. And you may be really good at manifestations. You know, she's holding that pentacle in her hand. And I'm just seeing like this magnet in my mind where it's like money comes easily to me. Maybe that's one of your mantras. So I can't really tell if I'm picking up on maybe some people here who are watching who are really like with those mantras, or really like that's their, you know, biggest manifestation is money. Or literally you've just had a lot of windfalls, and I mean like small ones, okay? It doesn't have to be huge ones, but maybe you've like won on tickets. Maybe money has come in very easy, or it always came in at the last moment. You were like helped somehow. I just feel like you walk side by side with money. And you've got a great, healthy respect for money. You know, money is an energy, okay? And if you don't, you know, respect money, if you don't have a healthy relationship with money, you won't attract it into your life. But I feel like with you, I'm being told, kudos to you, because you're doing great with like money. And I don't know what that is. Maybe you're a good saver. Maybe you know how when to spend, when to save, when to stop, when to go, you know, something along those lines. Some of you also could be, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but some of you could also be chasing a dream where, you know, it would lead to being maybe somewhat famous. I'm hearing keep going. Keep going. You're here to accomplish a lot, and whatever your goal may be, or your gift with being famous, whether it is that you're a musician or an artist, that's not a coincidence, okay? And if you've been feeling like you want to move in that direction, that also is not a coincidence. Please always listen to your intuitive, you know, your intuition. I always teach my clients that, you know, you've got it. We all were born with it. We're all beautiful humans. Okay, this is what our gifts are, is that we're intuitively, we can pick up on those things, okay? Other beings don't have that. That's why, you know, they've come down here and, you know, did what they've done to the human race. But anyways, I don't want to go off on a tangent. I save those kind of things for my Patreon. But anyways, back to the show. So yeah, like with this pile, I just feel like you need to keep going in which way you need to achieve. And I don't care if it's a business, you're meant to do something that's outside the box, okay? Wow, I'm seeing like nails. The dressing is immaculate, like just really to the nines, like just beautiful. Like, I don't know if I'm picking this up on the people who are around you who sense this, or people who just, you know, see you walk by, but wow, really nice like effort. I feel like in a world that has gone really down since 2020, you know, there's a lot of us who have just become really lazy. That did not happen to you. That did not happen to you, I'm hearing. And your effort is actually very well appreciated, even if it's just for their viewing pleasure. So weird. I'm picking that up. Okay. Okay, what is it with this wine? Who's here who loves wine? Like, I'm just seeing like the glasses overflowing. And you know what? It's funny because I don't drink, but there's something that is just so delicious. Like, I'm actually thinking in my, like, because I'm picking this up in my own senses, I want to drink now. What is this? Who loves, and I'm seeing mainly like white, but you know, it could be any kind. But it just looks so beautiful in the glass, and it's like chilled. It's just chilled. It's perfect temperature. Does somebody out there even own very beautiful wine glasses? I don't know what this is. So there could be some people who are watching who love their wine. That's just validation that this is your pile. If you're wondering why that came through, you can never explain why things come through with remote viewing. Okay, it just is. Okay, yeah, food is luxurious here as well too. I don't know if you like to go out and eat, or if this is you cooking yourself. And you may be a great cook, like really great cook. Like people only dream to be invited by you, because the food is just so delicious and you're making it yourself. I'm seeing you're preparing this food, and it's just something about the love that's going into it and the seasoning. Oh my goodness, so good. Okay, so with this pile, I'm hearing don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Like, that's very important to you. Your time is not to be messed with, effed with. Like, don't do it. And I don't mind, I don't care what it is. It could be even like a friend who wants to maybe act dumb for a bit around you. Like, you're just too grown. Again, like what I picked up in the beginning, you have a lot of wisdom. You're an old soul, and you've always had this element of like maturity. And maybe even your conversations are mature. So maybe you don't want to be involved in, dumbed down conversations. Again, don't waste my time. And that goes for anything in life. But I think with you, that's very important. Okay, so I'm getting here that you're like a really good host, but like, don't be cheap. Do not be cheap with this pile. They watch that stuff. And I'm not saying that you're not caring or giving, but you have boundaries on that. So you're not going to just take, and not give. Things need to be reciprocated. So with this pile, you got a good, healthy love of, balance in relationships. No one's going to get one over on you, and no one's going to walk all over you, even though they try. I feel like some people do try. They kind of forget, or they overlook like your affection or your caring attitude. And there have been probably some that you've had to get rid of because it maybe looked like they were leeches or something. But with this pile, like, no leeches are allowed here. Like, you gotta be bringing that energy, just like I bring the energy. Okay, I'm seeing a beautiful garden full of vegetables and herbs. Who has a garden out there? Oh, I'm so jealous because I want to start to build mine in the summer, and I haven't a clue what I'm doing, but you're like really good at this, like really good with like vegetation and like planting into the earth. Like, so I don't know who's out there, but that's just a random thing that popped up. Like, your garden could win awards. Wow. Okay, I'm getting like, I don't know if some people have dogs out there, but I'm seeing like some dogs, and I think some of you maybe have more than one. But even if you have one, this still applies. I'm just hearing like, we love you. Like, you just take the greatest care of us. Like, we love you. We love you. We couldn't ask for a better like owner. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I'm getting from the family, and this one definitely is not going to apply with all of you, but I'm getting from the family energy, like, you really made us proud. Like, you've made us proud. And this actually might actually go for the people who don't even have a good relationship. This could be coming from people on the other side, or people who secretly feel that way, but maybe have some sort of like unworked out energy or how emotions towards you, and they can't say it to you, but they feel it. But you made the family proud. And some of you may be the black sheep, who knows? Some of you may have had to take off, but you like did a lot better than we ever could. Something along those lines, I'm hearing. The family's proud, actually, and I'm going to take back what I said. This will go for anybody. And if you have people who you didn't have a good relationship with, but they're on the other side now, this is also coming from them as well too. That now that they can see, because they showed them over there, right? Now they're like, they want to express that they're extremely proud. And you don't have to accept that. You don't have to take it. I'm not saying to accept it. It's just what's coming through. Okay, wow. I don't know if you have a lot of offspring, a lot of, maybe one or more than one, but again, like, so proud to call you mom or dad. Really proud. Couldn't have asked for a better mother or father. And the way you take care of us and teach us wisdom and knowledge, it's so appreciated. So with this pile, you're very appreciated by others. And I'm not talking about the bad people. Yes, we all have haters. We all have enemies. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who really genuinely love you. And you're a great caretaker. Maybe it's a little tough sometimes to be that strong and have been given this, responsibility of a caretaker. but you are really good at it. So this is why maybe you've been bestowed this, responsibility. It's just because you have this gift to offer, and it's through taking care of others. Wow, pile 3. Okay, let me know what you thought in the comments section. Give the video a like, and I wish you all the best. Hello, pile 4. Okay, so a couple things to note before we get into your reading. I have just launched my new vlog channel. If you've ever wondered about the person behind the readings, now has never been a better time to go check that out. The link will be in the description box. If there's anything that you like about this reading, if it resonates with you, please consider liking the video, comment. It helps the algorithm, but it also helps me as a reader to gauge to see what my viewers want to see more of. Okay, so let's get into your reading, pile 4, Queen of Cups. Okay. I think with this pile, you've been very well endowed. I feel like you have great, well endowed. Is that a word? Like there's just great features. I feel like you have great features, and it could be particularly one part of your body that you've always gotten compliments on. I don't know why with the eyes. The eyes could be really intense, or maybe you like to play up your eyes, but there could also be like watery eyes, I'm feeling like maybe there's a lot of Pisces energy that has, people who have picked this, but you don't have to be, because even me, I'm not water sign, but I have really intense eyes. It's almost like when I'm looking at you, I go, like I can look right through your soul. I feel like you have some sort of gift with that. Yes, you could be psychic, but there's something about the eyes with this pile that when you look at people, you can see right through them, even their BS. So I think people are aware of this, but it's not so much about other people. It's what I'm seeing through the remote viewing. There's just something really intense about the eyes, and you may have a gift that you can see. So you ever see when people have their gifts, they can touch, it's through touch, smell, or taste. You have it through the eye, and it could be that this pile has a very activated third eye. That could be also something I'm picking up, but I really do feel like with this pile, my energy is starting to get a little bit more delicate as opposed to the other piles. And I'm actually starting to become restricted a bit with my breathing. I'm thinking that this pile, and it's interesting because I thought it was going to be the next one, but this is the pile where, oh goodness, I can't breathe. Do you have a lot of anxiety attacks with this pile? Are you trying to make sense of a world that is very difficult to navigate right now? Because I feel like this is going to be the pile of the light workers, the starseeds, and the empaths, but mainly the empath, because just like I'm picking up this energy physically right now, I think that happens to you too. And this is why you may tend to put yourself in solitude, because it's just too much sometimes to be around like people or crowds or environments. You just feel everything, and maybe you haven't figured out how to turn that off, but I haven't really figured out how to turn that off either. If you're authentically authentic, you're not going to turn it off. It's just who you are, right? So I feel that here. And I don't know if it's that some of you people who have chosen this are literally experiencing anxiety at the moment, like, within, the past couple of months, or you struggle with that. I would say be careful though, with that. Like, try to go inward, especially just be careful with I know I can't say it, but PILLS, be careful with that. It just might be that you're very attuned, okay, to vibrations. I don't want to see you suppressed. That's kind of what I want to say, okay? But I feel like here it's just always been hard to be here on earth. No one ever got you. Nobody ever understood you. The family didn't understand you. It almost felt like their lack of understanding felt like you were almost a burden, because maybe the rest of them are the same, but you just stick out like a sore thumb, and it was always difficult for them to form a connection with you. It just was not possible, but you're born to stand out. You're born to stand out. And, now that I'm kind of getting into this reading, I think you really need to check out my vlog channel, because I'm going to be putting out a video tomorrow that is geared towards light workers and empaths and starseeds, because I find the energy right now on Earth has been just never, like the frequency has never been more tougher than now. And I find for people who, again, are empaths and starseeds and light workers, it's been very hard for us to navigate through. Okay, so I'm just trying to bring clarity to those who need it. So you might want to check it out and subscribe and stay tuned for that video tomorrow. I also feel with this pile, you've been walked over, and I feel like, oh goodness, I want to just put my hands over my mouth, because I feel like there's been a lot of bad things that may have happened to you, like things that we don't even want to know, like it's just probably really tragic, and it's sad, but it's left an imprint on you. Okay. I feel like you carry the light really, really highly, and the darkness is always trying to come. So there could even be people here who feel like they're constantly be psychically attacked within even their dream state. Guys, it happens to me too. That's exactly why I'm making the video tomorrow, is because I want everyone to know that they're not alone. Okay. You're not alone. I don't know why I need to tell you this. You're not alone. Don't feel like you're alone just because in your area, your physical area, nobody can understand you. I find with people who carry this energy as well too, we tend to connect more online than anybody in our own life. So just know that you're also not, you're not alone if you can't find your tribe. So I feel like you've been searching for your tribe, but it's been very difficult. That's why you choose to stay alone. But I'm also getting to that you just don't like the drama. I don't like drama. And I don't mean like the drama that everybody thinks I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the drama period of like what Earth brings, the low vibrations, the darkness. I think you also may have issues with trust, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you. With this pile, it looks like it's been very deep, the pain that was inflicted. And I feel like you cannot judge a person and tell them, oh, they should open up and be an open door. No. Okay. So with this pile, it's like the energy is very somber. Yeah. I feel like here it's very difficult for you. And I don't know if it's always been like that or if it's just been recent, but you get drained energetically, and maybe there's something about water. Do you like to sit by water? Do you like to earthing? Do you like to have bare feet? Because I'm getting this feeling too with this pile that there's something about nature, and that's the only thing that's ever been able to heal you, is when you put your feet in the ground or you go into water. There could be something with crystals as well here, or, maybe even cards. There could be a little bit of dabbling into, other, occult fields. It's just where you always felt like you fit in. I wouldn't be surprised if I was talking to some tarot readers, actually. There are a lot of tarot readers I find that watch my channel, which I think is very cool. I mean, I personally don't watch tarot, so I always think it's cool when they watch mine. It's so flattering. But there could be some people who are readers who have, chosen this pile. And I just want you to know, if you feel like also nobody understands what you do for a living or what your hobbies are, I almost want to give them the middle finger. Like I'm seeing the middle finger in my third eye. You don't have to care about what they feel. It just focus on what makes you feel better, what makes you feel good, what brings you happiness. If it's going off alone and, turning the phone off and not being available, then so be it. That's what I'm hearing. What else? Okay, this is probably going to be for just a few of you, but I'm seeing a very difficult situation with a sister. I wonder if there's a sister that's been very competitive. She's very different from you. It's almost like she's what the family likes, or she went down a path that the family likes. I also don't know if she's just showing up as a representation of the family being so different from you. Like you were always open, they were always closed up. And that was difficult because, for you, you're open-minded. You'll try anything once, or you might, and when I say try anything once, I'm not saying going skydiving. I'm just saying, like, if someone brings something towards you, information, like you're open. I feel like with this pile, this is so funny. You might be one of the ones that are very awakened right now. And if you know what I'm talking about, wink, wink, okay? Right now on earth, you're one of the ones that are very awakened to the truth. And there could be a lot of conflict in your life with those who don't care to see it. You probably even tried to save many people or help them to see maybe what their world was, and they just shut you out. I'm getting the message here to stop with that, because you can't make the horse drink the water, okay? So with this pile, just keep to yourself, do your own thing, put your happiness at your highest priority, and don't worry about what anyone else is doing, or if they're changing or feeling like you need to change them. And I'm not saying that you are pushy. I'm just saying, okay? Wow. Okay, pile 4. If anything resonated here, if you liked this at all, please consider liking the video. Let me know in the comment section what you thought. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Hello, pile 5. Okay, before we get into your reading, a couple of things to note. I have just started my new vlog channel. If you've ever wondered about the person behind the readings, now has never been a better time to check that out. The link to my new channel will be in the description box. If there's anything that you like about this reading, or if it resonates at all, please consider liking the video. It helps the algorithm, but it also helps me as a reader to gauge and see what my viewers want to see more of. And I'm just trying my best to get my words out, because there's a song that's coming to my head with this pile, and I just gotta sing it. Got a black magic woman. Got a black magic woman. Well, she's a black magic woman. She's gonna make the devil out of me. Oh, yes. Who are we talking to today? Because honestly, the energy is on fire right now with this pile. So pile 5, what is going on? You may be a reader, you may be a psychic, I don't know what's going on. You may be, honestly, just have like a regular 9 to 5, and I don't want to knock your 9 to 5 by calling it regular, but you know what I mean? But you could be in the background, totally a different person than what you come across in the day. Something's going on here. This is like, could even be like your dancers. You know what I'm talking about? Your nighttime dancers, or someone who's living a double life. I don't know what this is, but it's very SEXY. Very, very, like, I'm alert. Like, I'm almost like in a trance right now. Like, if I was to lay eyes on you, I probably would not be able to take them off. So is there something about people looking at you and getting stuck, or a lot of staring, period? There's just something hypnotizing or hypnotic about you. And I don't care if you're a woman and it's other women, and it might not even be that kind of thing, okay? But I can't stop looking. I also can't breathe. So what is up with this? There's an energy here. It's like, I don't even want to go into the starseed thing. I don't know that I feel that here, although you may be. It feels hypnotic to me, like very alluring. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people here who chose this who are like, just, you're dead, drop dead gorgeous, right? And it could be your energy. Listen, I've seen a lot of people who I find SEXY, but they wouldn't necessarily be, on a societal level considered, attractive. But they had this energy about them, just kind of like had me, I don't know, I couldn't keep my eyes on them. I always tell the story about this one girl in my office who, she had a desk, she kind of sat further away from me, but her back was turned, and I just always found myself looking at her, and I was like, what is this? And it wasn't that type of party, okay? But because I don't roll that way, but I want you to know it's energy. It's not even like sometimes an SEXUAL thing, okay? You've got a hypnotic energy, and I think some of you know it. I really do, because maybe some of you have also used this to your advantage. And all I have to say is, why not? Why not? I think a lot of people want to sleep with you too. I'm going to say straight up, whatever you're into, they want to sleep with you. They only could dream about what a night with you would be like. And you have this energy too that you give this, like with the high priestess, like a off-world vibe. So let's say there's a man who's interesting. You would be like a woman that he would think is like, I don't know, something's different here. You know, I don't know that she's societal. I don't know that she's even like by the book. I think there's something like maybe even sinister going on. And I mean that in a good way. Okay. I think like I can't stop with this energy. And it's interesting because I do want to say other things, but that even has a hold on me with the remote viewing. Like you're very seductive, very. And this might take people, okay, I'm gonna go with this. There may be one person out there. Is there something with candles, like candle wax? I don't know what this is. Ouch is all I have to say. Oh goodness, guys, with remote viewing, you'll never understand what comes out. You know, it could be left field, it could be positive, negative, the good, bad, the ugly, but it's just, it is what it is, okay? I don't know if some of you like to dabble in some, you know, maybe even like, you know, would want to kind of get into like handcuffs and stuff. I don't know what this is, like good cup, bad cup, what is this? Let's move on though, because I don't want to get stuck in this energy because I find it very alluring myself, okay? I think you're confusing as well too. So you hold that energy, but you also come across as very mysterious, but hard to read. Like no one knows what's going on in your brain. Like even like with her face, this is the first time I've actually held up the card. You've got a great poker face. Like you're like, it's not even like an arresting bee face. It's not even that type of vibe, but you've got a good face for keeping somebody's on their toes. You know, you're not overly smiley. You're not overly rude. You're just enough of each and or that people just want to kind of, I feel like, impress you or do good, you know, by you, make you pleased with them somehow. But yeah, you're hard to read. And I'm getting that from anybody, even if it was like your boss or your parents. I bet you your parents with this pile have never understood you. You probably have done some really weird things too that they're just like weird to them, right? But like, what the heck, you know? Like you might even be that daughter or son where they would say, yeah, that one there out of all mine, yeah, she's the one that I would get like the strange calls in the middle of the night. Just like unhinged, like no one knows what you're capable of, like really unpredictable. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but for a parent, it might be, you know, like maybe they get a call and be like, what the heck? I have to come pick you up in like San Jose and we don't even live out there. We live like 5 hours away. Oh, you got yourself into this situation? Oh my God, you know? Or maybe you're like, I don't know, just there's a lot of risk taking here. Like, I feel like with this pile, you really want to get the most out of life, like, you know, and live it to the fullest. And if that means, you know, doing things that nobody ever would do or, you know, sticking to that straight path, it's like, no, you know, I'm not sticking to any straight path. I'm going to go out there and live. And mostly I'm going to experience. Now, I'm being pulled into something else here. You might have some powers with this. I know that sounds completely outlandish. You have powers though. Do you find like anybody who has wronged you has like somehow faced karma? What is this? Like, I don't know if it's like a death stare or there's something with the eyes. Like, I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is, but I feel like with you, you have some sort of powers and maybe you've just been blessed to always see the people who have hurt you face their karma because, you know, sometimes we just don't get that gift, okay? We just have to believe that it's going to happen, but we don't ever see it happen. But with this pile, I feel like you, like, I don't know, you have like the intent of thought and it's very strong. Like you have a way of even thinking about things and then you find you're like, what? That just came true. Like I'll give you an example, okay? I went to a movie on Saturday night and for some reason, as I was going to the movie theater, I kept checking my alarm clock because you know how it makes that noise? You know how people with their phones, it makes that noise, right? And I'm thinking like, why am I checking this so much? It's not even on. Well, guess what? Somebody's phone went off that night with the alarm, and it was not in the best time. That people kind of appreciate that in the movie. And I was like, whoa, but like, you're aware that I have those gifts, right? I'm on this platform. But I'm saying you may have that. You may have something like that, like things just happen, or maybe you want something to happen and it just happens in your favor. Like, whoa. Okay, now my attention is being diverted. Some of you have a very nice lower body, okay? And I'm talking about the behind. This is, I feel like when I'm looking at it, like I want to bite into my fists. It's very difficult to like watch that. Like the physique here is really popping, really popping. And there's something about the behind for some of you. Maybe you've always been told that this was like a weak spot for many people when it comes to you, but it's just you were blessed. And even if you were not blessed, I don't know if some of you have gotten, this is a modern world, okay, honey? So some of you may have even gotten that done, but heck, it looks good. It looks really good. And it adds to the allure as well, too. So I don't know, there's something about the entrance, into a room. There's something about an entrance into the room. It's just profound. Profound. You've also got a good knack for seeing who's evil and who's good. You're probably very picky too with who you let into your life. And it's not even that you're picky. Maybe again, you have that gift of seeing. Okay? You have the gift of seeing. You can see people's intentions just through their eyes, or you pick up a vibe about them. I feel like you're also very cool. Like you're the cool friend. Do some of you have like a group of friends where you're like the coolest one? Like, let's just be real. It's normal. I know for me, in some of my friend groups, I mean, like I'm the only one that would be a reader online or, have these gifts. So I think you're the cool friend. And, if you're not doing this for a living, and I'm not saying quit your job, but you should definitely be looking into this as a side hustle or something, or even to help others. I feel like you could really do really well with actually remote viewing. I'm seeing like a person who would get maybe a client who said, hey, I don't know where my keys are. Can you kind of remote view and help me find them? And you would be able to help them with that. So this pile is going to be very particular. Again, don't knock the reading if just one thing resonated. This is for thousands of people. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. That's what you have to do with these general pick-a cards. It's not a private reading. But guys, this is where my window is closing. So again, like the video if anything resonated, if you enjoyed it, and I wish you all the best. Hello, Pile 6. Okay, so before we get into your reading, a couple things to note. I have just started my very first vlog channel. If you've ever wondered about me or the person behind the readings, please check that out. The link to that channel will be in the description box. If there's anything that you like about this reading, or if it resonates at all, it's going to be very important that you give it a like, comment as well. It helps me, it helps the algorithm, but it mainly helps me to gauge as a reader to see what my viewers want to see more of. So pile 6, wow, Empress. Okay, so let's get into the remote viewing here. Wow, okay, so with the Empress, with this pile, I feel like here I'm seeing someone who, why do I feel like you've always had to fight for yourself? What is this? Like I had to fight for my life. I had to fight like people. I feel like my whole energy, my awesomeness just ruins people. My whole existence has been like a competition with others. I've never been allowed to just be me. I've also got gifts that people don't like. Like, what is this? Like, you're awesome. Like, you're really awesome with this pile. And very kind-hearted. Really this card, the people who have chosen this pile, like these people are the people who are going to take you in. If you need food and they have 20 bucks left in their, wallet, they're going to share their food with you. But I just feel like you've been attacked for, again, either your beauty, because, even like, never mind the remote viewing, the Empress is actually quite beautiful too, but she's got something. Oh, are some of you divine feminines? I think some of you are divine feminines and also chosen ones. And unfortunately, I feel like for some of you, maybe the relationship with the mother was the first bully or kind of started this with you. And then everyone else just kind of followed suit. You're just, again, I'm just hearing the word like you're so awesome. You're so awesome. You've just got it all going on. And I know some of you might be like, well, no, I don't know about that. My life is a mess, It's okay. It doesn't mean that just because your life is a mess that you're not awesome. You have like, there's an essence to the soul that I feel like is very kind. And I feel like people take it sometimes for weakness. But I feel like you're also very likable. But I think also too, you have a beautiful mind, or you're probably doing big things in life right now. So the Empress as well, aside from the remote viewing, she's a creator, okay? Some of you who are watching could be doing some things that are not mainstream. So that could be that you have a channel or you're helping people. I feel like some of you do charity work, but people hate you for it. Why? What is that? And that could be even people who feel bad because they don't want to do it, but then want to take it out on you. But I'm not saying that they voice it to you, but I feel like there's jealousy about your charity work or who you help. There's also something that's coming up too about sharing you with others. People don't like to share you with others. You're just that favorited, but also in the same breath, there's competition. So it's very dicey. The energy is very dicey, and you might be watching and understand exactly what I'm saying. There's just so much mixed emotions when it comes to you. I feel like I don't know what people even want to, like, where they stand or what they're doing when it comes to you. You could also be being represented here too. Like, I'm thinking this maybe even like your children who like compete over you, like who gets the most of your attention. But even in the friend group as well too. I'm actually hearing that, so if you do have little ones, I'm actually thinking as well too that if you have friends that don't, they're also not really the happiest with you right now because you're spending too much time on nurturing. Like, you spend a lot of time on nurturing others, and I think people like get annoyed for that, but it's weird because they also want the nurturing for themselves too. So again, very dicey energy here. I feel like you're loved, but you're also, to some degree, people are annoyed. But it's mainly because they want all of you. You also have a lot of power within you. So you're a divine feminine. You're very feminine, okay, to look at, but you also have a strength about you. So maybe you've overcome a lot, or you have something like a work ethic that is just like unstoppable. Like, nothing can tie you down, or nothing can get you, no matter what comes in your way, or if people try to attack you or maybe defame you, it's just not going to happen. So I think a lot of you, the reason why I'm picking this up, there could be a lot of you who feel like at the time of getting this reading, you're really not in a good space right now. I feel like you feel like everybody's coming for you left, right, and center. And you're not even to some degree sure of everyone around you's intentions because they come across as so diabolical or like two-faced. What is this? We're here to spill the tea though, but maybe that's important for you to hear. So I'm going to move away from that. I'm going to come away. I'm going to go into something else. Okay. Very voluptuous body here with this pile. There may be even some people here who are overweight. And I say that with love because I am as well, but it looks good on you. It looks really good on you. Like, if anybody could carry it, it would be you. And I feel like I'm also here to say that, if you have been feeling a little bit strange about your weight or whatnot, don't be, don't be. You're beautiful on the inside, like so beautiful on the inside. So it actually makes up for everything. And I don't think that people actually care. I think it's more you being hard on yourself, but I think people think you're beautiful, regardless. Okay. I'm also an overweight woman, but people don't tend to see it on me for some reason. They just think I'm really beautiful, and I'm grateful. But when you're beautiful, in your energy, it's going to shine no matter what you look like on the outside. Okay. So I feel like I had to say that for some people out there. If weight has been an issue, or you've been kind of grappling with time or how I'm going to fix this, just be patient with yourself. Some of you have a divine masculine who really just missed the boat on you, didn't they? I'm hearing you need to somehow make peace with that. It's not that that person's not supposed to be with you or that it was a waste of time. It's just the aspect of them missing the boat. Nothing is nothing for a reason. And if someone is keeping away from you, or, you know, the universe is not allowing you to be together, change the way you look at things. And then the way you look at things will change. That's what I'm hearing. So look at it like the universe is protecting you. Okay. Maybe that person is not in the greatest emotional state or just state, period, to give you what you would need from the connection. But I think some of you here, I'm getting like a divine masculine coming through who thinks the world of you, thinks you're beautiful, whatever, but they have issues. They have some sort of issues. What is that? Is there someone here who is really offering like their time, like they offer their time to everyone who needs a kind word? I'm hearing you need rest. I'm hearing you're offering too much to others. You're giving too much to others. You need rest, you need relaxation, and you need solitude. You need to move into nature just like how she's parked in nature and get what you need from earth, like earthing, the trees, the wind, the birds, something along those lines. Why do I see a bunch of animals too? Is there somebody here who has a lot of different types of animals? I don't know if it's one person who may have a dog and another person who may have a cat, or if it's another person here who might have an array of different animals, but your animals are a part of you. And I feel like what's coming through with the remote viewing is that you may have more of a connection to animals than you do humans. You may, oh, I think some of you are angels. You came down to having a human experience, but I think people can sense your angelicness and that they know somehow subconsciously you can help them. And they've been draining you this time, but they're not nice. They're not nice, and it hurts you on a soul level. Some of you are angels. And I know you're like, well, how can that be? Yeah, some angels can, because they carry so much of the light. They can come down here, especially, you know, during this shift that we're having on Earth, to, you know, light and illuminate the Earth up, okay? You might also, again, with this pile, I've seen this throughout some piles, but you may definitely, with this pile, want to check out my vlog channel, because the video that I'm going to be putting out tomorrow has a lot to do with, you know, the frequency on Earth at this time and how it's affecting, you know, light workers, empaths, and starseeds. You're definitely a light worker, but I feel like you get drained. You get drained. And it's in your nature to keep giving, but I feel like there's just so much chaos around you. What is this? What's the earrings? There might be some people here who have like a very interesting collection of earrings. I'm seeing like jewelry. Like you have a beautiful way of accessorizing yourself up. I don't know why I'm seeing that. Let me see what else wants to come through. I'm seeing the Strength card in my third eye. Very compassionate, loving person, but also very firm. But I think you need to more, I'm also seeing the Strength card. I think you need to work more on that, like with the boundaries and stuff. Be very careful. Do not let anybody just take what they need from you, or be nasty to you. Just because you have this ancestry of being an angel doesn't mean that everybody just gets to like unleash on you. So it's okay. It's okay to kind of, you know, let them know you're not going to stand for that anymore, or to be in your masculinity a bit, because I can see you're very feminine here, even outwardly. You may even have a soft voice. Some of you may have a very soft voice. I don't really hear like this vulgar voice or loud. I kind of have a loud voice. I tend to be a little bit more masculine than feminine, but I feel like with this one, you got to be careful. I want you to go forward. If this is resonating with you with this pile, I want you to go forward in the future, trying your best to kind of make an effort to just remove the people who just are too needy, okay? Because, you know, those people do also have to figure out a way to fulfill themselves, okay? You're not just here to kind of, you know, be a light worker and just keep, you know, giving the light and helping only for you to be drained. It's just not fair, and it should not work that way, okay? Wow, pile 6. Okay, if there's anything that you liked about this reading, or if it resonated at all, consider giving me a like. I'd really appreciate it. I wish you all the best. Take care.